Good morning to every students. Welcome to this video class. And this is a refreshing class for PUC second year English. And today's video we'll be discussing about the second unit. Okay. And the previous video we discussed about the first unit, that is Romeo and Juliet. In this video we'll discuss about the second unit, 2 Dear, written by Leo Tolstoy. So I think today's discussion topics are, okay, first one is that about the author, because we should be know about the author, and second one is that important key points. Important key points we are going to discuss, and 1 mark questions with answers. We are going to discuss 1 mark sections. At the same time, 4 mark questions with the answer. Okay, so which are the questions will be coming to the most coming questions for the examination we are going to discuss under the 4 mark questions. Okay, let us get into the discussion, especially 2 Dear, written by Leo Tolstoy. So as you know that we are going to be discussing here very briefly, not thoroughly. So discussing about the very important key points. So firstly, I think about the author. So why should we discuss about the author? As you know that previous we discussed, we told that. So about the author, some lines we have to go for writing in the examination. So that will be interesting to the evaluator. That's why. So I think the words of the Leo Tolstoy is that Leo Tolstoy was a writer who is highly regarded as one of the greatest author of all time. So this is the basic information of the Leo Tolstoy, because he was the highly regarded one of the greatest author of all time. And second point, he was best known for the novels like War and Peace and Anna Karenina. Look here. The two very greatest works from the Leo Tolstoy, that is War and Peace, written in 1869, and also Anna Karenina, 1877. So this is the second point. He also wrote plays and numerous philosophical essays. Okay, 2 points are there: plays and also philosophical essays. 2 points. Here he was very famous, and also he was born on September 9, 1828 in Russian Empire. 1828 in Russian Empire, and he was died in November 20, 1910 at the age of 82. These are the birth date and also death date of the Leo Tolstoy. Finally, the present essay 2 Dear is one of the best writing from Tolstoy. Let us know the story in detail as below. Look here. This is the brief information about the Leo Tolstoy. So while writing the answer for exactly for the 2 Dear, give some specific points or explanation about the Leo Tolstoy. So let's get into the next session, that is important key points. So before going to the important key points, dear students, I want to tell you that 2 Dear is one of the lesson unit, comes under the PU second year. The intention of this lesson written by the Leo Tolstoy is that every person faces the different situations in his life. Every person. Most probably, some situations he must be took one of the decision. The decision may be very costly. The decision may be very rightly. So under that process, how the decisions may be going to very costly. So that kind of thing we are going to discuss in this chapter, because it is a chapter only to understand the when we take the costliest decision, how it affects our life. That's why every human being should take the right decision in the right time. The intention here in this lesson. So let's get in. What is the story of the 2 Dear? Especially key points I am discussing not thoroughly. Let's get in. First point. The Monaco kingdom lies near the borders of France and Italy on the shore of the Mediterranean Sea. Look, this is the introduction of the lesson or story. There is a kingdom. The kingdom is called Monaco, and it is lies near the borders of France and Italy on the shore of the Mediterranean Sea. Near the borders of France and Italy on the shore of the Mediterranean Sea. The Monaco kingdom is called Tiny Kingdom. Look here, dear students, it's a very small kingdom. Tiny means a very small kingdom. So I think this is the point going here. The inhabitants of the Monaco kingdom are only 7,000 people. Look here. The third main important key point is that inhabitants. Okay, look at the word inhabitants means who lives in that nation. Inhabitants. I think only 7,000 people. I am repeating 7,000 people. And when you go to the fourth point is that if the land and kingdom were divided, there would not be an acre for each inhabitant. Look here, it's a very small kingdom. If the land of the kingdom divided, there should not be an acre for each inhabitant. Okay, should not be, keep in the memory. And also, the Monaco kingdom consists of real kinglet, palace, courtiers, ministers, bishops, generals, and also army. Look here, it's a very small kingdom, but there is no scarcity of some division. I think here a real kinglet, palace, courtiers, ministers, bishop, generals, and also an army. This is the consisting in the Monaco kingdom. And next point, only 60 men in the army of Monaco kingdom. Look here, it is also having the army, but only 60 men. Only 60 allowed to jump on the Kanta, Sandagatan Saina on it. Okay, coming to the next point. The kingdom imposed taxes on tobacco, wine and spirit, and also poll tax. Look here, dear student, this is a very important point here. The kingdom, for ruling of the kingdom, it's very important for collecting the taxes. It imposed three taxes. First one, taxes on tobacco, wine and spirits, and also poll tax. The next one, the king finds a special source of income because the few people of kingdom takes drink and smoke. Look here, most of the people of the kingdom of Monaco cannot be used the tobacco, and also wine and spirits and poll tax, more. That's why there is a scarcity of taxes. That's why he imposed a special source of income. So that is comes under the one of the next thing we'll go for it. Okay, special source of income comes from the gaming house where the people play roulette. What is the special source of income? That is the gaming house where the people play roulette. Roulette is one of the gambling game. So it is going to be collect some taxes. And the 10th point we are going to. The German sovereigns forbidden the roulette game because these gaming houses did so much harm. Dear students, before the kingdom of Monaco, one of the German sovereigns imposed this kind of activity, gaming house, but they forbidden because the reason here, these gaming houses did so much harm. So people are going to be investing the amount there and they are losing the amount and they are going to be drown or shoot themselves. That's why so much of harm to the German sovereigns. That's why they forbidden, means they destroyed or closed the gaming house. The next point is that the Monaco kingdom got the monopoly in the business of roulette, but no one can stop the business of gaming house, especially in the Monaco kingdom. And also, I think the 11th point, under the 11th point, I think you will understand that what is the introduction of the Monaco kingdom. So I think where it has situated, at the same time how many inhabitants are there, at the same time what is the consisting of the Monaco kingdom and how many soldiers are there in the Monaco kingdom, at the same time how did they collect the taxes, and also at the same time what is the scarcity, how can they fulfill the scarcity of taxes, and which government imposed the same kind of gaming laws. These are the points. But here the story begins right now. So what was the thing happened in the Monaco kingdom? Let's get in. Okay, so look at the 11th point. Okay, the Monaco kingdom got 12 points. A few years ago, a murder was committed in this toy princess domains. Look at a few years ago. ಕೆಲವು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಒಂದು ಮರ್ಡರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So murder was committed in this toy princess domains. Look at, I think most of the after the committing of the murder, the king announced I think courtiers, courtiers and also jurymen, everyone I think researched about the thing, and also they decided to head cut off, especially the sentence means shiksha, that is the head cut off. So they put the sentence before the king also agreed. But here the itch means problem is that in the kingdom of Monaco neither a guillotine for cutting heads off nor an executioner. Look at, the main problem is here, there is neither guillotine. Guillotine means one of the machine which cuts the head, and also execution, who operates the guillotine machine. There is no person, so that is the problem here. So that's why they wanted to write an inquiry letter to the French government, inform that, and they agreed to send the kind of machine and also execution. But they put amount 16,000 francs to supply machine, and expert. Look at they write a letter, but they did not get one of the very considerable amount. They fixed 16,000 amount. The French government is republican and no proper respect for king. So the reason is that most of them never accept the ruling of the king. That's why most of they cannot be agreed to give the machine and also executioner very cheaply. So that's why they write a letter. Second time they write a letter to the Italian government. The second time, and 12,000 francs to supply a machine and expert. So they prescribe. Okay, Italian government prescribed. How to prescribe ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ 11,000 francs prescribe ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ for machine also expert. And so I think the French government I think not succeeded. Italian government is not succeeded. Finally, they have the idea that one of our soldiers does not agree to do a cut off the criminal because they don't know how to do and taught. So there is one of the idea came to the mind of the monarch kingdom. So can our soldiers cut the head of the criminal? But they refuse because do a cut off the criminal because they do not know how to do and taught. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ. So this idea also failed. Let's see what happened in 18 point. The criminal's death sentence was changed into imprisonment for life. Look here, dear students. Most of the French government failed, Italian government failed, soldiers also completed failed. But here they wanted to change the sentence. That is to the imprisonment for life. Imprisonment for life means ಜೀವಾವಧಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. And also most of the 19 point, let's see, the guard had to watch the criminal and had also fetch his food from the palace kitchen. Look here, they maintain one of the joint and also put a guard to cover him, but his work is that fetch his food from the palace kitchen and also watch the criminal. These two works of the work of the guard, you can say that. And after a year, look here, everything is very good. Okay, I think one of the head cut off changed into imprisonment for life, but here the problem is not solved. But here, after a year, the king noticed a few items of expenditure and it came more than 600 francs a year. Look here, one day the king of the Monaco, he was searching of the expenditure and income of the kingdom, but he was find out it was new expenditure. That is more than 600 francs. More than 600 francs. The king cannot tolerate this kind of things. That's why he announced to the ministers, some other minister, you have to change the find out the another thing. But they wanted to dismiss the guard. They wanted to run out from the prison, especially the criminal. But the criminal cannot go outside because let's see point. The criminal refused to run away from the prison because he lost his character. First point, people turned their backs. Second point, people turned their backs and got out of the way of walking. Third point is that got out of the way of walking. So the 3 points here, lost his character. ಅವನ ನಡತೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೊರಗಿನ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕೂಡ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಎರಡನೇದು, people turned their backs. ಜನವನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ because he was basically criminal. And got out of the way of walking. ಅವನು 1 ವರ್ಷವರೆಗೆ ಜೈಲಿರೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದಾಗ most of the finally the council decided to give the 600 francs as the pension to get rid of from criminal. So I think they find out the final decision. So to give the 600 francs as a pension. Okay, the criminal received 1/3 of his annual advance and left the kingdom. Look here, for this decision the criminal agreed. And also he has taken 1/3 of his annuity in advance and left the kingdom. And the 24th point is that after releasing, he purchased a bit of land and started market gardening. Look here, he was never wasted the amount. He was purchasing the bit of land and started the market gardening. And 25th point is that okay, the criminal always goes at proper time to draw his pension amount, and after he goes to the gaming tables and stakes 2 or 3 francs. Look at punctually every time he was going to kingdom in collecting the pension amount, and he was investing the 2 or 3 stakes for the gaming house. So in this way the criminal changed his life. but here the students maybe you have to discuss in your mind, is it the costliest decision to the monarchic kingdom, or is it the costliest decision to the criminal? But you have to go for it. It's the costliest decisions done by the monarchic kingdom every time, but finally it is helped to the criminal to change his life. So this is about the important key points of the 2D here. So it is better to recollect by seeing the video, and also you can prepare for the examination. And let's get into the next heading, that is 1 mark section. Dear students, for 1 mark section I think I have framed the minimum questions. Okay, generally. So first question is that where did Monaco kingdom situated? Very easiest answer, near the borders of France and Italy, and also shore of the Mediterranean. You can write it France and Italy, Italian France, but here the 2 points is there, borders of France and Italy, and also shore of the Mediterranean Sea. The second question is that how many inhabitants are there in the kingdom of Monaco? How many inhabitants are there in the Monaco kingdom? The answer is that 7,000. And write the answer directly. The inhabitants of the Monaco kingdom is that 7,000. Don't write like that. Write direct answer 7,000. Third question. What did the Monaco kingdom consist of? The regal kingdom, palace, courtiers, ministers, bishops, generals, and army. These are the points you have to write in the examination. And when you come to the fourth point, how many soldiers are there in the army of Monaco kingdom? Only 60 soldiers. You know that? Only 60 soldiers. Next one. Mention of the commodities that were taxed in the Monaco kingdom. Commodities that were taxed, especially tax on tobacco, wine and spirits, and also poll tax. And the next sixth question is that name the special source of revenue in the kingdom of Monaco. That is the gaming house where the people play roulette. Okay, some students are writing gaming house, they are not writing the roulette, but you can go for a very complete answer. And which kind of gaming game started by the king of Monaco? That is roulette. Okay, different question. And the eighth one is that why did king of Monaco start the gambling house? To feed courtiers and officials. Why the German servants did forget the gaming house? Why did they stop the gaming house? The reason, because the people going to drown or shoot himself after losing the money in the game. Okay. And the 10th question is that, okay, which business does king of Monaco monopolize in today? Monopolize means ekasomyatva. No one can challenge it. That is the gambling game roulette. The answer is that. And the 11th question is that why did the people from other countries go to Monaco kingdom to play roulette? Because the only kingdom left in Europe, that is Monaco kingdom. So that's why in this kingdom only they are going to be play the gaming house. That's why roulette. And next one is that 12th question is that what was the punishment given to the criminal in Monaco kingdom? Head cut off or cut off the head. You can go for it. How much did the Italian government charge for supplying both the machine and export? 12,000 francs, you know that. And how much did the French government charge for supplying both the machine and export? 16,000 francs. So Italian government is that 12,000, French government 16,000. Don't be confused. And who was considered as a brother monarch by the Council of Turin? That is king of Italy. Because you know the French government is a republican. There is no respect for the king. That's why in the Italian government the ruling was going to be towards the king. That's why they feel like the brother monarch. And next one is that mention one of the reasons that soldiers refused to execute the head of criminal in a 2D. Look at why should the soldiers refuse to head cut off? The reason is that because they did not teach how to head cut off the criminal. They only taught how to kill the enemies, but not to be like that condition. And the 17th one, how much did the king spend the criminal annually? Answer is 600 francs. In 2 years, the criminal death sentence was ordered to imprisonment for. This is the finger blanks. Okay, arbitration was happened. That is imprisonment for life. And what was the work of the guard in the 2 years? What was the work? The two work done by the guard. One is that watch the criminal. The first one watch the criminal, he lost his character from the sentence of the kingdom. You can write it another points maybe, but here you can write it for 1 marks, one reason you can write it. And the next one is that what decision did Manak kingdom take the matter of criminal finally? To give pension of 600 francs. This is the final solution. And how many francs did the criminal get as a pension? 600 francs is a different question, the same answer. Which kind of business did the criminal start after release? Market, that he was purchased a bit of land and start the market garden. And what was the duration of this palace from the kingdom of Monaco? It was a quarter of an hour by rail from the his place and also to the Monaco. What was the duration? How many francs did the criminal spend for gaming tables while receiving the pension amount? 2 or 3 francs. This is the total 26 question, dear students. And here, let's get into next area, that is the 4 marks section. So I think what are the questions will be coming in under the 4 marks section? Let's discuss. But one thing I want to tell you, students, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು PUC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it will be rising generally in the middle of the paragraph. So that's why it is better to go for it, because in the story most of you know that definitely introduction of the Monaco kingdom and how the Monaco kingdom deal with the criminal, and why should the criminal refuse to send out coming out from the prison. This is the third area. Fourth area, how did he started his life after releasing. So in this type there may be chance to raise in the question in the main examination. So that's why, so be alert for understanding the question, because understanding the question is very important. Irrelevant answers cannot get the score, but here just getting how the questions will be raised and what is the answer from the question. Explain briefly how did the little kingdom Monaco situated. Briefly narrate the conditions of Monaco kingdom. So this is the generally writing question. So it is the how did the little kingdom Monaco situated, at the same time narrate the conditions of the Monaco kingdom. Let's get into the answer. Monaco is a teeny kingdom near the borders of France and Italy on the shore of the Mediterranean Sea. It was a teeny kingdom. In this small kingdom there are only about 7,000 people of them. If the kingdom were divided, there would not be an acre for each inhabitant. Although just like another country, they had a king, a palace, courtiers, ministers, bishops, generals, and an army. To maintain his kingdom, the king collected taxes on tobacco, wine and spirits, and also poll tax. In this kingdom, the king also had the coronation, rewards, sentences, pardons, reviews, councils, laws and court of justice, just like other kings, but in smaller scale. In this way, the small kingdom situated. So in this way, we have to write one by one point, and before writing the answer, write some words about the author, Leo Tolstoy, when he was born, when he was died, which are the 2 notable books. You know that War and Peace and also Anna Karenina. So like that, you have to write a small paragraph, beginning, and then go for the writing the answer. So I think you have understand that thing. And the second question, how we can write it. Why did King Monaco start the gaming house? How did the king succeed? This is a very crucial area. And also, why does the king of Monaco resort to gambling if it is a dirty business? You know that the king knows that it's a dirty business, but although he was implemented, how did the king of Monaco maintain his economic condition in this kingdom? So how did he maintain the economic condition? Let's get into the answer. Initially, you have to write about the author, some lines or some paragraph, 1 or 2 paragraphs. At the same time, Monaco was a small kingdom. It has only 7,000 of people in this kingdom. The king collected tax on tobacco, wine and spirits, and poll tax. Okay. We have to go for directly. Don't go for the answer. Give some description about the Monaco kingdom. It's a very small kingdom. In this kingdom, 7,000 people are there. Like that, we have to give some introduction. And coming to the point. But the revenue was small, and it was hard to put it to feed his courtiers and officials. The revenue comes from the poll tax, because the people cannot use tobacco and wine and spirits. The tax coming from the poll tax is very less. That's why it is very hard to put to feed his courtiers and officials. Courtiers and officials means ದರ್ಬಾರ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So the king found a new source of revenue. started one of the gaming house where the people play roulette. Here the gaming keeper collected a percentage from the gamblers and paid the large taxes to the king. Look here, one of the gamekeeper will be collecting the most taxes. After that, he will be paid a large amount to the kingdom. But the people losing all and they go to drown or shoot. Look here, most of the at the same time, the German kings also allowed to such gaming houses, but the people losing all and they go for drown or shoot. The same kind of gaming house established in German service, but they stopped because after losing they go to drown or shoot. And it was stopped in German, but nobody could stop the king of Monaco, and he regained with the monopoly of this business. Okay, how the king of Monaco maintained the economic condition, that's we understood by the answer. And the third question is that, let's see on the board, the third question. Most of these are very important question under the examination. How did the king of Monaco deal with the criminal? This is a very crucial point. And how the judges of Monaco did treat the murderer, and also why was the sentence to the murder by the judges? What was the sentence to the murder by the judges of Monaco? Okay, this is a very important point or area for arising the question from the in the examination. So let's see. In the Tiny Kingdom, Monaco, a murder was committed a few years ago. This is the first point. Okay, it's a small kingdom. Murder was committed a few years ago. Such a crime had never happened there as there were peaceful people. Okay, this is the second point. A court of judges assembled after much deliberation. The man sentenced to death by cutting off his head, to which the king also agrees. I think the sentence was fixed, cutting off his head, and also king also agrees. But the real issue was there was no guillotine and the executioner. Look at, but the problem is that there is no guillotine and there is no executioner. And finally, what will happen? Firstly, the minister asked the French government to lend a machine, but the government charged 16,000 francs. Secondly, the minister approached Italian government, but they charged 12,000 francs. But such money could not offer. So again, ministers decided to use their army soldiers, but they refused to do so. Finally, the Council of Ministers decided to reduce the death sentence to imprisonment for life. So the murderer put in a prison and guard was appointed to watch him. In this way, they deal with the criminal because French government failed, Italian government failed, and also soldiers also refused. So finally, they changed the death sentence to imprisonment for life. So they kept a guard, and his work is there to watch the criminal and fetch the food from the palace kitchen. And the next fourth answer is that. So why was the criminal refused to go out of the prison, and why the criminal did not went out from the prison? This is a very crucial question. It is also because why should not the criminal go for the out of the prison? Let's see the answer. A few years ago, a murder was committed in Monaco. So the Council of Ministers sentenced to criminal to cut off his head, but the ministers failed to fulfill the sentence because the process was too expensive. Look at, because the French government decided 16,000, Italian government prescribed 12,000. That's so expensive. So the sentence was changed to imprisonment for life, but it cost us 600 francs a year by observing the king. When the prince realized this was also not affordable and summoned his ministers to find cheaper way, but no solution was found, and they agreed to dismiss the guard and let the prisoner run away. But the prisoner did not run away but stayed inside. Okay. Finally, the minister told prisoner to run away, but he replied his reputation was ruined, and he adjusted a way of life with free food, so he refused to go out of the prison. So in this way, why should not he run away from prison? Don't go for it. Direct answer. Give some description about the kingdom, what happened in the before, how they deal with the criminal, and from this one. And the last question, not the least, very important question. How did the criminal lead a happy full life after his release? And how did the criminal lead his life after his release? Why did the ministers fail to put sentence on the criminal? How did the criminal got to benefit from the kingdom of Monaco? Let's begin. So most of the after the release, what happened? The kingdom of Monaco did not want to keep criminal in the prison because it will cost 600 francs in a year. So the Minister of Council decided to release the criminal, but he refused to run away because he adjusted in that life. Finally, they agreed to give him a pension of 600 francs, to which he agreed to take 1/3 of his pension, means 1/3 of his salary in advance. He left the kingdom to a neighboring country, quarter and a half by rail. This is the duration from the kingdom of Monaco to his place. He purchased a piece of land and started market gardening, and collected his pension at the proper time. He also gambled a little of his money. He lived peacefully and well. So in this way, most of the criminal lead a wonderful life after the village. So in this type, the 5 areas questions may be rising. You have to concentrate which area the question was raised. Keep in that memory. So if they ask about the introduction of the Monaco, you write it to the first answer. If they ask about how they maintain the economic condition, write the second answer. If they ask how they deal with the criminal, go for the third answer. If they ask why should not go for send out from the or come out from the prison, go for the fourth answer. Fifth answer, how did he live peaceably and finally means after release from the prison. So in this way, the 2 dear means too costly. 2 dear means too costly. So written by Leo Tolstoy. Dear students, watch this video and recollect some things, and also refer your textbook, refer your notes given by the lecturers, and then you can go for a better writing for this kind of answer. Thank you for watching the video, and next session we are going to teach or discussing about the On Children written by Khalil Gibran. So thank you for watching this video. Keep update for the next session. Thank you so much.